Who's been put on hold. They're not having a Christmas special, and they don't know when it's coming back. Well, the same thing happened back in 1989. The same thing happened in 1989, back in the days of Silver McCoy's spell as a doctor. So, Venus, I'm talking about science fiction. Maybe this would be a promo. I think this would be a more appropriate filter, I think, for talking about science fiction series. Whoever's watching now, we're talking about. Hello. We're talking about Doctor Who. They were going to have a Doctor Who Christmas special, but it's been scrapped, and they don't know when it's going to return. Or it might never return. It might have gone on. It might have just reached the point of no return now, as far as television is concerned. It might just be consigned to the dustbin. Well, you can get DVDs and Blu-rays of all the old episodes with all special features on them that you can't see on TV. So, what does anyone think? Has anybody got an opinion? Is it a permanent hiatus? Well, I don't know if you can have a permanent hiatus but if it is a hiatus, how long do you think the hiatus will? I'm not talking about the hyena, the hiatus. How long do you think the hiatus will go on for? It's the world's longest running sci-fi series. Started back in 1963. It was all in black and white back then. My viewing figures are starting to improve, make a bit of headway, but I haven't had much audience participation just yet. Are there any Doctor Who fans on it that would like to discuss whether the series is ever going to come back on TV? 3 people tuning in. All I've got so far is hello, said hi, said hi. But we are supposed to be talking about Doctor Who. The thing is, a lot of the fans are disappointed now, including myself, because the Christmas special has been scrapped. And they don't know when it's going to come back. The BBC don't know when it's going to be brought back. Do you think? Does anybody think it's time for this series to be consigned to the dustbin now? Do you think it's just old hat? They should. Do you think the BBC should start another sci-fi series? I'm glad you subscribed. What opinions does anyone have on Doctor Who? Within the first 5 minutes of the live stream, so there's time yet. Have any opinions on Doctor Who? Do you think it's time that it was just scrapped for good? Do you think we've had any doctors now? And there's no room for any more. Do you think the series? Do you think it's about time the series was the BBC finished with Doctor Who and just £10 sent through super chat? Oh, thank you. Thanks very much. A YouTube channel is a lot of hard work, you know. You need to put a lot of hard work into it to get your public watch hours up. Does anyone want to talk about Doctor Who at all? I mean, the fact that nobody wants to talk about it is probably an indication that the BBC shouldn't bring it back, because no one's flipping got any interest in it at all. I'm going to have an early night tonight. I'm tired. It went in hiatus before for a long time. It got scrapped in 1989, and they never brought it back until well into the 21st century. And it's been I think it was like 2005, 2007, that sort of an era it came back, and the Doctor was played by Christopher Eccleston, but we've had a few actors playing the Doctor since Christopher Eccleston. In fact, we've even had an actress, because the Doctor's regenerated to become female. But does anyone think it's about time Doctor Who was consigned to the dustbin of the BBC, and so, the offer does something else instead? Because it did start off a long time ago, this sci-fi time travel series. That theme music, it was written by Ron Grainer. I've got laser eyes, like one of the villains. I should be one of the villains in Doctor Who, maybe. I shouldn't be, because I've got laser eyes. I can zap you. I am a Dalek. I exterminate. I am a Dalek. Exterminate. Has anybody got anything to say about the subject of Doctor Who? Should they? Because there was going to be a Christmas special, but the Christmas special's been scrapped now. It's not coming on, and no one knows when the series is coming back. So the series is on hiatus. It's been put on hold, like it was back in 1989. But you can still get, you can still get all the BBC videos of the old episodes. They started bringing a lot of them out on VHS video. The first one I got was Terror of the Zygons, starring Tom Baker and Elizabeth Sladen. It's about these shape-shifting aliens with sort of like ravioli-shaped heads, and they could pretend to be human, and because they were pretending to be humans, you never knew who was human and who was not. We're not talking about why am I in a thermal camera. We're talking about Doctor Who. Oh. We're supposed to be discussing the topic of Doctor Who here. We're talking about why has the show been put on hold? Why is it on hiatus again? Like it was back in 1989. A couple of people watching. We are supposed to be talking about Doctor Who, and I don't know why we're not, because there's no one who wants to talk about it. That just shows how unpopular the series is. The fact that no one even wants to even talk about it shows how unpopular it is. I think myself, it's getting about time it was consigned to the dustbin now of the BBC, and and it's about time they came up with something else instead. Doctor What, or Doctor When, or Doctor Why, maybe, but not Doctor Who. It's old hat. Maybe Doctor Witch. Witch Doctor. Oh dear. I'm a nutter, aren't I? Aren't I as nutty as a fruitcake? No, I'm not. I'm not inside the microwave. No. This is a filter you can put on your phone to make your face look different. Clever, isn't it? Clever what you can do with modern technology these days. Why won't anyone express any opinions on Doctor Who? That's all I want. I want to talk about Doctor Who. I'm talking about we were all looking forward to there being uh, a Christmas special this year, but it's been scrapped, and no one knows when the series has been put on hold. John Nathan the Turner has retired from it. Or is it John Nathan? Someone's retired from it anyway from the series. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Oh, heck. I'm looking forward to going to a couple of gigs next week. Not next week, next month. G4. Britain's Got Talent winners G4, and also Nick Kershaw at Warrington. Got into those. I can't believe that no one has mentioned anything about Doctor Who yet. That's what this live stream discussion is supposed to be about, and yet no one wants to talk about it. Why the heck is that? Right. Maybe if they keep this going for long enough, somebody will mention it sooner or later. So I think that's what I'll do. In fact, I might even keep it going for a couple of hours. Doctor Who is a long-running BBC sci-fi series, sci-fi time travel series that started back in 1963. In the days of black and white television. And oh, you could say Doctor Who was the Coronation Street of science fiction, but it's I think it's come to a bitter end now because it doesn't look good that the scrap the Christmas special for this year, and they don't know when it's coming back. Doesn't seem very promising to me that they scrap the Christmas special. Does anyone want to talk about Doctor Who at all? Has anybody got anything to say about it? No, whether it's been Do you think Doctor Who is a dog that's had its day now? Do you think the series has finally come to a bitter end? Oh, I don't know why no one wants to talk about it. Why hasn't anybody got anything to say about Doctor Who at all? Why don't I get any audience participation? It's ridiculous. Oh, everyone seems to think there's better stuff to watch to look at on YouTube, don't they? Elsewhere on YouTube, I mean. Oh, heck. I must say, I do these live stream discussions in good faith, and I get very little audience participation. I'll do it as a Doctor Who discussion for another half hour. Then after that, it's got to be a free-for-all discussion where we can bring up any topics we like, because that's what everyone does anyway. They talk about anything but what we're supposed to be talking about, and it's always the same. But I love my YouTube channel, definitely. It gives me a purpose in life. Oh, heck. We're talking about Doctor Who here, the world's longest running sci-fi series. You could say it was a Corrie of the Corrie of sci-fi, and it's time travel sci-fi. Has anyone got anything to say about it? Maybe I should normalise my face. Maybe if I normalised me image, maybe I get somewhere. Oh. Oh, I've got a bit more, I see. Yes, because I think he announced it. I don't watch Doctor Who, I watch Philip Dalton. Doctor Who could do with some time off. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. Can I ask you something, Phil? I wasn't a fan of the recent series, so I was not too sad to see it go. We've actually got a bit somewhere now. When did you start YouTube, Blip? But 2012. Long time ago. How could I feel when it was cancelled? Well, I wasn't really watching it then. Wasn't really watching it much back then. I am a legend, aren't I? I'm the legendary Philip Dalton. But they were going to have a Christmas special this year, but that's been scrapped now. What do you mean, don't even joke, lad? What did you think when Billy Piper was regenerated into? Well, we don't know if Billy Piper's going to be in it, do we now? Because we don't even know if the series is coming back. Because she was going to come back in the Christmas special. The part's been scrapped. Philip, do I remember you and Felix? Who's Felix when he's out? I did like the recent series of it. Yeah, I quite enjoyed it. But Doctor Who is cancelled apparently. Bye, Philip. When's your next stream? I don't know. It might be tomorrow, but it might be the day after. I don't really know. I'm going to do this one for until I've got it up to an hour and a half in length. Oh, okay. See you tomorrow then. No, they're actually going down ridiculously. They've even gone down below 1,400 now. That's how bad it's got. That's what I'm doing this for, to try and increase them. I'm having an early night tonight. I need my beauty sleep. Who is your least favourite Doctor? Well, that's a difficult question because I do quite like all of them. So I don't know who my least favourite one is, and I don't know who my most favourite one is. But I think the series. I think that the series doesn't seem to have much of a future to me because it doesn't seem very promising. The Christmas special. Apparently that yeah. Well, apparently there was never a Christmas special. There was never a script written for it. They were hoping to have a script written, but nothing got written. And Russell T Davies is retiring from it now, apparently. What does anyone think about Russell T Davies' retirement from Doctor Who? I'll ignore that remark. I think his first one was great, but not so much his second. So not too sad to see him go. Yeah, well. You think I should? Why can't you hear what I'm saying very well? You think it's a low-level production? Do you think the BBC should just scrap it now and replace it with another sci-fi series? Does anybody think it's getting about time the BBC can sign Doctor Who to their dustbin and replace it with another sci-fi series now? Oh yeah, well. You're entitled to your opinion, aren't you? Oh, heck. I bet they certainly never expected when you know, when you first brought it on television that it'd be that it'd still be going all these years later. I bet back in 1963 they thought that by the year 2026 the human race would have wiped itself out in some nuclear war. Here we are. When I was a little boy, when I was a child. I'm going to do a live stream karaoke tomorrow of "Heal the World" by Michael Jackson. So it's one of my favourite songs. That really like it. Well, where does diabetes come into this? Oh. I've enlarged my face now. I'm a bit indecisive as to whether to finish this after it gets up to an hour in length. I don't need your criticism, pal. Yeah, well, I'm waiting for someone to say something sensible, actually, rather than just criticise my presentation. That's why I'm not really saying anything very much at the moment. Maybe it looks better if there's four of me. Four Phillips. Has anything got anything got? Has anybody got anything positive to say for a change? Has anybody got any opinions they'd like to express on the way the direction that Doctor Who has been going in recent years, and whether or not they need to bring any old characters back, or whether they maybe need to bring any old Doctors back, because as it's like I said before, the lead role of the role of a Doctor has been played by quite a few actors and actresses now, hasn't it? And it's been established in the series that the Doctor can regenerate into his past selves, into one of his past selves. So if a Doctor's got the ability to regenerate into one of his or her past selves, yeah, you wish. Well, that's a sensible thing. That's a sensible opinion to express, isn't it? You wish Christopher Eccleston would come back. Well, maybe he should. Well, maybe he should. Maybe we should petition the BBC about that. Bring Christopher Eccleston back as Doctor Who, as the Doctor. Oh, that's a valid opinion. Maybe they should do one movie length special a year instead of a series with past Doctors. Yeah, yeah. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right about that. I never thought of that. Oh, that is a question. Is Doctor Who your favourite TV show? I would say it's one of my favourite TV shows. I don't really watch a lot of television, to be honest. Oh, I don't really know about that. I don't really watch any of the TV now, to be honest. Does anyone think it should be brought back as a cartoon series, animated? Oh, this is a sensible talking. Even though it's been cancelled, we can still research 60 years of episodes from the past. Yeah, well, we can. I don't know what's possessed. There was they wanted to have a Christmas special, but there's never been a script written for it. He. Has anybody got anything else to say about Doctor Who, about, the way the series has gone in recent years? Oh. There's someone watching. We're having a live stream discussion on Doctor Who here. What the future of the series it is, if there is a future for it now, because there may not be. Yeah. I think I may as well finish it at this point now, because I've done an hour. And there's no one watching now, and I've had quite a lot of insults off one particular guy. Even though making the effort, they make the effort, it's not good enough. They just want to insult you. Some people do. So, the point where I'm ending it. Anyway.